to chat while we're going live. And thank you, everybody. We are live. Hi, thanks for joining us. We have Wisdom Seeker Joan here with us tonight, and Kiguru Spiritual Journeys, Terry Suzuki. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that is muted. And it looks like we are on Facebook too. I don't know what happened yesterday when we were with Scott. Something happened and it didn't go to Facebook. So if anybody is watching us live on Facebook, please, if you'd like to post a question, come on over here to YouTube and post your question in the chat, or just come and say hello in the chat. So, and I'll say that a little bit as we get into the show a little bit more as well. And we have Ruth and Vivian and Purple Elephant, Deb H. Aw, thank you guys. Oh, and Terry, you put your, that's nice.
Well, I just went in there real quick.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Ruth, thank you very much for your very generous comment. It was really very sweet, and I sent her a reply from our show yesterday. So how was everybody's Easter?
Well, mine was very relaxing because it was just me at home relaxing.
Mine was 3 days of prepping and polishing silver and cleaning the house and bringing out all the stuff from many sides of the family has filtered down to me, including great Aunt Susan's silver candelabra and all these little things. And so I feel like I got in touch with when I set the table, and actually the 6 people who came would have rather had paper plates and hamburgers. Aww. But I'm like, no, and I'm using all this stuff because it makes me feel close to the people in spirit. So in that way, we had a full table and we had a good time.
Well, that's great. That's great. Does your family know about your new endeavor there, Joan?
I've come out to most of them. Most recently to my elderly sister-in-law, whose response when I said, well, yes, I'm a psychic medium and I've been doing this. And she said, oh, because she's in her 80s. And she said, well, that's surprising. Because, that's very different than the way I was raised, because I was raised by intelligent people. And, but, I just love her. You never have to guess what she's thinking or saying. She didn't mean it in a bad way, but I just thought you might enjoy that. So anyhow, she quietly talked to my husband about it afterwards and decided that it's okay. And I just wanted to let her know why I wasn't available some days. So she's okay with it now. But that was the best one.
That's great. Sometimes you catch them off guard and they just don't know what to say, and it comes out a little wrong. She probably meant to say that people kept their some things to themselves, but that's good.
Everybody has different belief systems, and that's great. It's just now I feel like I'm not hiding anything from her anymore.
They're all feeling your pain, Joan.
It wasn't too painful, but I thought it would make a good story.
Yeah, that was funny. So let me go ahead and put the banner on so y'all know what's going on. We are taking messages from anybody in the chat for your loved ones, pets, or you know what I mean, requests for messages from your loved ones, pets, spirit guides, and angels. And, please use caps and emojis if you can, so it's a little easier for me to catch the questions. And we really appreciate you engaging. And if you are just wanting to chat, just hang out. We'll just hang out and chat. Yeah, Terry, I know that you and I had a nice quiet day after our show with Scott yesterday, because my family was coming in here today. They just drove down from Maine, and the kids have the whole week off, so they figured, So they just arrived today, and they don't know anything about what Mima does yet. They're gonna find out. Frank's like, my husband's like, I'll let you tell them. They were actually supposed to get here, a little bit later, but they're fine. They're in the basement hanging out, having a glass of wine. So
Good.
Good. Well, my husband is going to Japan tomorrow for about a month and a half, and he has been absolutely just trying to figure out what is he going to tell his mom and his sister about what we do. And I'm like, just don't tell him anything. Just don't tell him anything. But I know it's going to come out, so we'll figure that out. Most of my immediate family know, but my cousins are starting to know. And one cousin who doesn't believe in this kind of thing at all has watched all my videos, and she has only one thing to say: more corgi.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
And I wanted to clarify that. And so are you doing like little shorts with your pets, and do you want to share a little bit about what you're doing with your dogs?
Yeah. So so what she was watching was old videos that I'm out in the yard and my corgi is uprooting all the flowers around me, because she can be pet and dig at the same time, and she likes that. But what I'm doing now is I actually opened a TikTok page, and I am just for now using it to do oracle cards for my pups. So I have I have a little Chihuahua, and she always, whenever I'm pulling oracle cards for myself, it seems like she wants one. So I often pull her one and put it in front of her and take a picture. And somebody saw it and they're like, "That should be on TikTok." And
all right, I love that concept.
Yeah, the corgi can shake hands. Or high five. We call it high five. Well, we should just call it low five because she's so short. But I've figured out how to put a little piece of tape on the bottom of her paw and then spread out some oracle cards, and she picks one and then does a high five, and I can take the oracle card. So,
well, I'm going to join TikTok just for that.
I know. I thought it was a brilliant idea.
There are, of course, I'm also going to use it to, like, when we have shows together, to kind of advertise the shows and maybe get more people watching. But what I am surprised about is there's a lot of psychic mediums out there that we don't know, because right now we have a group of a lot of people, we know them, and I was super surprised to meet some really, really good ones out there that, that they're only on TikTok.
Wow. Wow, that's great. So I just want to say hi to Ruth, T. Barb, Dave Maud, Terry Ortega, Holly DeShane, Elvira Rose, Juno, Vivian. The Crone Zone girls are here. Let me just get Levita D'Souza is here. Hi, Levita. Thanks for joining us. And let me see. I'm just going to scroll down. There's so many going back and forth. And we just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's a Monday night and it's a little stormy outside. So it's a nice night to snuggle up and do some mediumship and some spirit guide messages, right? So I do have a couple of questions starred. So if you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. Let me turn off the banner so I don't get dizzy. I think that'll work. And go back to comments. There it is. So Blessed 1111 I think she was one of the last ones we had yesterday and one of the first ones today. Thank you so much for your support, Blessed 1111. I really appreciate that. And she would like any messages from spirit guides or angels. Well, thank you for your question. And the first one, as you may know, takes us a minute or two just to get our I guess our window open and get the connection going. So give us a minute. We appreciate it. I know it's dead air, but we're just calling in the spirit guides. Our spirit guides are connecting with blessed 1111 spirit guides, and we're asking them to connect, and then we're asking them to show us a message. And there's a little bit of a faint message, and we just wait to see how it develops. Just takes a few minutes.
What I'm getting seems to be an angel energy. And this is an image that I've gotten a couple of times this week. He's got he's got his eye on you by showing me a telescoping telescope, like an old kind of one that you hold in your hands. And then he's turning it around, not just to focus in, but to say, I've got my eye on you, I'm watching you, I'm there for you. But almost like a kaleidoscope, you can take to take a different perspective at whatever your concerns are. Like turn it like you turn a kaleidoscope, and all of a sudden, the design is something totally different. There are new ways of looking, a new way of looking at things.
Wow.
Give you new, beautiful results, perspectives, ideas on and approaches. And anything else, Spirit? Yeah. And now I'm seeing you looking up and your angel kind of looking down through your various telescopes and kind of coordinating. And now I'm seeing it as a male, pictured as a male, but who knows, by your side, and you're looking in the same direction, kind of coordinating. So he's saying, thank you for noticing me. Thank you for seeing the numbers and acknowledging me in your life and working with me. So now you're both pointed in the right direction, looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I'm getting something slightly different, and I'm seeing my metaphorical stage full of Easter lilies, white lilies, white. All of them are white or creamy white, but it's almost like these lilies are not lilies on their own. It's like they're angels or spirit guides. They're actual living beings, and I think they're like they're a group that helps you. So why are you showing me the Easter lilies instead of your faces? See, they're saying they are working very hard with you right now about earth energy. So there's the vibration of the plants, the vibration of the earth, and they're channeling these vibrations through to you to help align you, to help align you with your highest and best good. I'm kind of hearing something about they want to reduce worry. They don't want you to be worrying about what's going on in like Ukraine and stuff. They want to reduce worry and align your vibrations.
It's beautiful. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't want to start if you were continuing. That was really beautiful. And it was very similar to what I was getting in a sense, but very different. They showed me a power animal of the black bear. So it's the Black Bear Collective. And first, what I saw was like if you were a indigenous woman with a cloak with a black bear, and you had the skin of a black bear and the head of a black bear, and you were protected. You were warmed, you were defensive. Like if people were to come near you, they would be scared of the black bear. So you had your protection and a defense there as well. So the black bear energy is surrounding you, protecting you, comforting you, making you warm. As well as Bear told me that they want you to connect to Mother Gaia, to the earth, to the vibration. And then this is where yours came in, Terry, with the flowers, the earth vibration. And they want you to give over your worries, your concerns, and your angst to Mother Gaia as much as you possibly can, either in meditation or physically. Like they're telling me now, like taking saltwater baths and like detoxifying, and maybe if you get a chance to put your feet into some sand, or putting your feet onto some green grass or something where you can touch the earth and give that some of that pent up energy that to back to Mother Earth.
Can I show a card that I think brings it all together?
Of course you may.
I pulled from the Sacred Earth Oracle card or deck, Influence. And here's a beautiful card of a woman beneath all the phases of the moon with her third eye lit up, holding a white dove that looks kind of angelic with a heart on it. So there's love from your angels. And it's hard to see in this image, but there are many, many, many earth images, including at the bottom, there's a deer and there's a butterfly and lots of kind of roots and wings kinds of things. So it sort of brings in the celestial and the earth energy. So we were all tied up together there. It's beautiful.
Wow, that was really nice. Thank you, Blessed 1111. That was really nice. Okay, good job. So let's go on. And we have a special question from Juno. Yay! Hi, Juno. Thanks for being there for us. She's such a big support. We really appreciate you. I'm glad we're able to get a question in for you. And she says, I'd love a message from an ascended master, guides, or angels, please. So let's see what we can get for Juno. I'm getting a little bit, and the first little bit is that your spirit guides are telling me that you seem to have turned a corner, and you seem to have gained a new perspective on any fears that you may have had. Um, you feel, you can sense your guides and your protection, and you're letting go of any type of fear, or the fear of the unknown. You're trusting the guides and talking to them, and acknowledging them, and engaging them. And by doing this, you're letting go of the fear of the unknown, just a little bit at a time. It seems like you're turning a corner, and you're facing towards the connection and the trust and the opportunities, rather than the unknown or what might happen next.
Whenever I read for you, Juno, it's going back to what seems to me to be ancient China. And I'm seeing you in your gold robes again, this time as a child with a long black braid down your back. I'm not seeing you from the front. And this time, instead of having a hawk or a bird come and bounce off your shoulder, you, a big eagle, a big golden eagle or something comes down and you take off on its back and it takes you up above this temple to a mountain. And then I flashed on an image of the Jade Mountain. The Jade Mountain. I at a local art museum. There's many of these, I'm sure, but it's this huge chunk of jade that's carved and shows paths up a mountain way, up a mountain. And it was in celebration of the poets who went to study and meditate up on this beautiful jade mountain. So it's bringing together your past life in China or in somewhere in China, Japan, East Asia, and your creativity. You weren't, maybe, I don't know if you're a poet, but I know that you're an artist, and that this lifetime is furthering your trip up the mountainside of contemplation, where the poets are, where the thinkers are, where the high vibrations are, and the yeah. So the eagle is taking you up the Jade Mountain, and your creativity is also something that's helping you ascend. Yeah. Oh, and for everyone behind my head, there's the little mandala that Juno made for me.
Aw, very nice.
And I got mine.
Oh, there's yours.
Juno, I immediately, when I kind of tapped into your energy, I went right back to the Archangel Michael, right by your house. Like Joan, every time I read you, I'm right by your house. And Michael still has his desert boot foot by your house, as it's longer than your house. It's just he's so massive. And he said, my daughter is still protected. Rest in my protection, believe in my protection. And then I saw him turn his body a little bit, and his I can see wings, which I hadn't seen before, and he's kind of brushing your house with them a little bit, like when he says, believe in my protection. So that's kind of really different, interesting. I haven't seen that where he's using his own feathers kind of to brush your house.
That's beautiful. So I got from Joan's reading, I felt a connection to what they were telling me, that you were listening to your spirit guides and you were facing them and letting go of some of the fear and or anxiety of the unknown or whatever. We all don't know what's happening next and things like that. But when the first two readings, when the eagle or the bird flew on your arm, this is your spirit guides coming down and tapping you and saying, hello, we're here, hello, we're here. And yet this time, when I said that you've turned the corner, that something has changed, that you're looking towards and trusting your intuition and your connection with your guides, and Joan said, instead of letting them land on your arm, you climbed on their back, trusting them. You trust them, which is a difference. It's a different scenario. It's beautiful. And that's what I was picking up on. Good job, Juno.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I just want to say hello. I'm not sure if I saw False Teeth Real Tarot. Hi, how are you? Um, yeah. And Dave Maud is here. And Carolyn Adams is here. Dana is here. I see a lot of you. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. We and Nancy Smith is here. Hi, everybody. And if you are watching us live on Facebook, we are taking questions and comments from YouTube. So please come on over to the YouTube channel. If you just click on the link, and you can join us in the chat and post a question if you'd like, or just say hello. Or not, and just watch us. We really appreciate everybody being here. So it looks like we are live on Facebook as well. Excellent. Yeah. Well, thanks, Juno. That was really very special. And yeah, I'm glad we were able to get your question in. So we have a question or a request from Vivian. She said, a message from Ascended Masters, please. So would you like me to pull a card, girls, or do you want to see who comes through for you?
I for one would like you to pull a card.
Me too. While you do that, I'll just mention that when you were talking, Juno said, you were talking about letting go of anxiety or fear. And she said, yes, Jean, I'm doing exactly that. So,
wow.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yeah,
The guides are noticing and letting you know that they can tell the difference. That's beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you. Okay, let's see who we have. Okay, I have no idea. This is really new. And Vivian, thank you very much for asking. It's Epona, and I'll read it, but it's a unicorn with a woman on the back. And Vivian, that could be you. Let me just get my glasses. There are little creatures right in front of the unicorn over here. And I'm not very good at, do you see them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she has something in her hand. I'm not sure what she's offering or what she has there. That's very interesting. Let me read just a little bit about Epona, E-P-O-N-A, and I'm just assuming that's how you. Oh, it's crystals is the meaning of it. So I guess it's a crystal that she has in her hand.
Okay.
So it says Epona is the fairy queen goddess who oversees and protects horses. Wow. Wow, we're gonna have fun with this one. Temples were built in her honor during Roman and Celtic years or eras, where horses were essential to everyday life. I think I've seen something like this before. Epona is also protective of the environment and the nature spirits. You can call upon Epona for help of any kind involving horses, or to help you commune with nature, fairies, crystals, or the environment. Excellent. So does that make... She's beautiful, Vivian. Thanks for asking. And Joan, just wait till you watch that thing I sent you.
Beautiful.
My gosh, Epona.
Okay. I just keep getting that the message for you is two of the qualities of a horse are their incredible strength in endurance and their incredible sensitivity. And these are seemingly opposite qualities, but they're not, because horses incorporate both of them beautifully. sensitivity to their environment, sensitivity to other beings around them. And Terri can talk more about that from her work in the from her work with a nonprofit that deals with horses. But this goddess is bringing to you an awareness that you have these qualities within you, the inner strength that is almost, some people might be surprised. It's almost deceptive that you have this inner core of strength. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling it like a steel rod up and down my body right now. And you carry yourself with such grace, like a horse can and does, and yet you have this highly tuned sensitivity. So you can live in two worlds at once. You have the strength to endure, the 3D world and to be fully human in all respects there. But you also have the inner knowledge, inner insight, and highly attuned sensitivity to integrate the celestial and the higher vibrations within this life. And she's helping you do that. And you're looking good doing it too.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that is amazing. What what I'm hearing from Epona is so very close to what Joan said. She's bringing my attention to your strength, but she's saying that you're going to be strong, and she gives you the freedom to explore using the freedom of a horse. The horses can roam, they can, especially wild horses, they can go. And she's saying you get that freedom to explore. So she calls attention to your strength, to your freedom, but she says you will take your gifts and make them your own. Ooh. She said, no halter or hobble will be put on you. Wow.
Would you repeat that? What is it? What was that last part?
She said, no halter. A halter is what you control the horse with. And no hobbles, meaning her feet bound together so they they can't run away. No halter or hobble will be put on you.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice. So I have something that they were just coming in, they were just flooding in. I had to write it down, so I'm going to read it because they were coming in so quickly. And before I do that, I just want to give a shout out to Allie, Heart and Soul Connected is here. Hi, Allie. She's
Hey,
like
Allie.
the mother of us all. It's nice to see you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And so what I got was the first thing I heard was Vivian. Epona says, welcome to our realm. They said, this is your introduction. We are grateful that you called on us and we invite you to meditate and connect with us directly. They say, what you were seeking is seeking you. They are grateful and just the fact that you reached out for this message enabled them to connect with you, and they are saying welcome to this realm, and they're saying that you can have the ability to connect to them anytime that you want, that this is just now opened another door for you. That's really, really nice, Vivian. I hope that was meaningful for you.
It's lovely.
And Chris MK is here, and I saw somebody else. There's Lilith Rose Starseed. Hello, Lilith Rose Starseed. Welcome. Not sure if you came over from Facebook, but welcome. And Nancy Smith is here. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Good. All right, let me go over to the start. All right. How are you girls doing? Are you okay? Am I hitting you? Are we going a little fast, or you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Ready.
Everybody came to work tonight. We really love sharing our energy with you. I think and sharing your energy. It's really very special, and we really appreciate all the questions. So our next question is from Lavita D'Souza, and she says she was hoping that I could find out my star family. What do you guys? Um, do you guys want to pull a card on that, or do you want to see what you get?
I kind of want to see what we get,
All
but
right.
we could do both.
Yeah, let's do both.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one? You girls, let me know what you want to do first.
Okay.
We're just going to try to tap in first.
Yeah.
I agree. I felt that too. And then we'll do this after and see what happens. It's funny. I only left 2 cards out. La Vita, La Vita, La Vita. I have to share while you guys are connecting that Lavita and I did a past life together, reading together as well. It was really, really good. It was really good. And I want to thank her for that. It was a beautiful experience.
Right away, I got Arcturian,
Hmm.
and I'm not real skilled or knowledgeable exactly about what that means, but that's what came to me.
I'm going to use my pendulum. Get 2.
Sorry, I'm definitely on a different world, but I don't know where I'm at yet.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I was getting Sirius first, and then I was getting Blue Avian. So I wasn't sure which one, and so I asked my pendulum, and Blue Avian was definitely the winner out of from the pendulum. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, or if you have any affinity to either one of those. We'll wait and see what Terry has,
Well,
or if you do you want to
I'm
go
getting
for the card?
well, I'll just throw it out there, unless maybe the card will kind of help us with this. But I'm getting something that's talking about a cornucopia. I don't think there's any. I don't know any star systems about a cornucopia. But maybe what they're also saying is maybe for many, cornucopia would be many fruits and vegetables together coming out of a horn, a basket that looks like a horn. So I don't know. Let's just see what card says. See, I don't know enough about the stars to know exactly if there's a star system that has the words cornucopia in it.
And did you see the cornucopia or did you hear the word? I'm only asking because isn't there a star system, Cassiopeia, something like that?
That's exactly what I was just going to say. I was just going to say it sounds just like that. Right.
So I heard Cassiopeia as well. So I'm a little unsure which word to go for. So
here, let me check the pendulum on Cassiopeia too.
I could be getting it wrong. It could be Cassiopeia, but I'm hearing cornucopia
or both, because that would make, all of the above an option.
I'm getting a yes on Cassiopeia, but I don't know what race is on Cassiopeia. That's kind of why I was drawn to the Blue Avians. Let me see if I can get one to pop up here. This is so typical. It just says the Grays. The Grays. I think this represents the ET family in the universe, I think. You know, we are all multiple um, races and had multiple experiences and lifetimes in different planets. And I think that the Cassiopeia, I think that the Blue Avian, I think that the Sirius, but it's, I think that what would tell for sure is what resonates with you, Levita, if any of those resonated with you.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, and Google the other, Google them all.
It may take a little bit longer to get into that and to develop that, but that's what we got for the short version. But thank you, girls. Thank you, ladies, for diving in there and helping out Levita. I'm not sure if we made it a little more. Well, we gave you a direction to go in to research. How's that?
Yeah,
Maybe we'll have to get Dr. Gail to come on and give us a pointer or two.
Yeah.
that would be good.
Yeah, she's doing an amazing job doing her shorts. She's doing videos on a different type of ET or planet I think it's every day or mostly every day, almost every day. Holly Duchesne says we are all one. Oops, I hit the wrong thing here. She hit we are all one. Oh, that's so true too.
And
That is
one
so
final,
true.
yes, definitely. One final thought too is you might be a light worker who's done this many times, coming down to a civilization that needs help. Maybe you've been a volunteer in many different civilizations at a crucial time. So thanks for coming here this time because it's very much needed.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Levita. Thank you for your question. Okay, so the next question is, may I have a message from my guides? And it's from Dana. Hi, Dana. Thanks for your question. Thanks for coming. Oh, Shook's Strange World is here. Aw, thanks for coming. We have a lot of new chatters and viewers. Thank you. Dana's guides. I'm hearing you're keeping them busy. That they hear you connecting or attempting to connect. They do hear you. They do feel you reaching out. They are there. And they're telling me that you're looking for like names, like you're looking to find out their identity. They're saying we're in your heart. We are loving souls supporting your loving soul. You know us because you have to just look inside and you'll know us. We're inside. We are not foreign from you. Your spirit guide is almost like part of you, is what they're saying. You know us intimately. You know us very well, almost like you know yourself. We are closer to you than you imagine. They feel like you're reaching outside of yourself and they're saying, go inside of yourself. Allow, invite, and trust. I'm also seeing, oh, sorry. They're showing me a spirit animal of the bumblebee. Not sure why, but that was really very beautiful. Go ahead, Terry. I'm sorry.
I think that was for, so what I saw adds on to yours, it's, they're showing me that they are planting seeds in your soul, your heart, your soul, and it's going to help grow the patient, because they're already there. They're going to grow some of the gifts you have to help you hear them. And when it grows, it needs to be fertilized. And I think that's why the bee's there.
Oh, wow. To pollinate.
It's kind
Wow.
of, yeah, this goes with yours somehow, that there's fertility, there's growing, there's cross pollination, there's, yeah, they're working on you, man. They're working on
Be patient. All will be revealed in its time. Go ahead, Joan.
Yeah, this I wrote this down before you started, or before you started talking, Terry. And the first thing I saw was the Easter Bunny, and it's like Easter's over, but there's still surprises. And that, somebody dressed up like an Easter Bunny is hiding these beautifully decorated eggs, like little Easter eggs, that are beautiful little surprises for you. So keep looking for beautiful discoveries. Expect surprises, and it was happening outside. And so it's sort of like being in nature will help you with that allowing, with expecting the blessing. And then I saw these great images of like nature spirits that looking down from the top into a flower, and the nature spirit became the flower. The flower itself became like a skirt that this fairy was wearing, and the fairy was like the stamen in the flower. And then I just saw like this beautiful park-like place with lots of, I think there were coreopsis just blossoming, blossoming, blossoming all along one side. And it was like just a beautiful, beautiful place. And that good things are coming, like beautiful surprises in, as Terry was saying, like seeds being planted, sort of like Hansel and Gretel following the breadcrumbs. And nature will be helpful with your allowing and accessing all of that. So I hope that's helpful.
Absolutely. That was good. Anything else, Terry?
Well, I did hear one other thing. I heard my guide, a shaman, say names don't matter. So I take that for what it is.
I can feel there's a sensation inside of my chest cavity, for lack of a better term. There's something going on around my heart, like in my lungs and in my chest. It's a very like a fluttery sensation, and it's not gas. Right? It's like a feeling, like a cooling sensation or something moving around in there, something in my heart, something in my soul, something in my solar plexus. And it's sort of like making me aware of it, sort of, and I can feel that they're inside of there. This is where you can find them. They're not somewhere off in the distance. And your guides and are right there with you. They're inside your heart, and I can feel them. They're making me feel where they are for you, and they want you to just be quiet and ground with Gaia and connect with your higher self. They're saying, this is you. We're part of you. And this is the guy that is coming in to talk to you right now, that you're searching for. But man, that sensation inside of, I don't know how else to describe it. Ooh, it's very, very nice, Dana. Very nice. Good for you. A lot of things are happening these days for a lot of different people, and the energies and the vibrations are just beautiful, really opening up and revealing, I think.
Yeah.
Good, good. All right, let me see what we have. So thank you, Dana. That was a really beautiful reading. I appreciate you letting us tap in there. And So I just want to share this as a little break here. Holly DeShane says, most everybody in this chat has ascended. We're all drawn to each other for our energy, and this brings us closer to the masters. That is so beautiful, Holly DeShane. Thank you so much for sharing that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We say this about the people in the chat, that it's your energy. It's all of our energy. It's almost like we're coming together to all touch the spiritual side, or the just the higher vibration. We all come together so that you all feel the higher vibration. You get a sense of it. You can feel it when we're all together. And you being here helps us to grab that message just a little more, a little easier. And I don't know how else to describe it. Do you guys have anything to share with that?
It's a lovely vibe to be here, and I think we're better together than individually in this kind of environment. Those everybody in the chat, their vibes just feed into it too. It's really fun.
Yeah. I feel like this community, I feel like I found my soul family. Like, I knew I had my soul family that I'm around, but it's like I suddenly found way more soul family.
I was wandering on the plane, and now I found my herd.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
absolutely. And that is true. We're better together than we are, on our own. We make each other so much better, or we help each other to rise, and support each other. It's a beautiful energy that we have here. And I just want to thank each and every one of you that stopped by, and or if you're just lurking, or if you're, watching after the live show, we can still feel your energy, and we really appreciate it. That's so beautiful, Holly. Thank you for that comment. I hope you tell me if you were like guided to say that. That sounds like it came from the guides telling us. That's funny. Okay, so I do have another message here. You guys ready? I don't want to move a little too fast. Sometimes we get lightheaded.
Read and drive. So.
I usually am just fine when we're regular reading, but when we read the Ascended Masters, I get a little dopey.
Yeah.
Not dopey, but just kind of a
Okay,
little lightheaded. But I'm
sounds
okay
good.
right.
Okay. So we haven't had a message. We haven't given answered a question from False Teeth Real Tarot in a while. Welcome. Thank you for your question. She says, may I please have a message from my higher self?
Ooh, great question.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting two different kinds of messages. And first, what they said was that actually, I just wait one second, grab it again. They did say they wanted you to live life to the fullest, and to don't be afraid to express or feel your feelings. And they want you to follow your bliss and bring in lots of joy and happiness. They love the high vibrational feelings, like laughter, 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 laughter. Like, how you laugh and your stomach hurts and your cheeks ache, and they're asking you to laugh, because it raises your vibration, and then your higher self is able to connect in with you. And then at the same time, they're also saying that you are high vibrational, you are on the right path, you are feeling our connections or the connection to your higher self. We like you are, but they're asking you to continue and to raise it, like kick it up a notch.
And it's really, I'll just have to describe what's kind of happening. I don't necessarily understand everything that's happening, but so at first, when I tapped into your energy, I saw really deep navy blue, really deep navy blue. And then it's something like opened up in my head, like opened up, and it's like gold and navy blue going up and up and up and into space. And I want to say they said rather than she said. It's almost like a they said. Just don't forget that you're made of stardust, that we're here, we're made of stardust, and you live forever. We're forever and ever. And then I saw them kind of, as Jean was talking, kind of come down to your beautiful face, and they're like pinching your cheeks, like, isn't she so beautiful? Which is kind of ridiculous a little bit, but they're like, oh, she's so beautiful. So it seems like your higher being is very pleased with you and very happy. And I just see now I see lots of colors of blue around you, just so much blue, which a kind of has a heavenly energy about it. Yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. I right away, as soon as I tuned in, I got an interesting feeling like right away, boom, right in the heart chakra. And then it spread out like liquid or something, hot liquid out to either side. It was like boom, pow, kind of like I don't know, like a firework would go. It explodes in one place and then immediately spreads out. And I think it was an immediate acknowledgement of thank you for asking, thank you for acknowledging me that I'm here or we. And then it was the feeling went to my solar plexus and saying, you can consult me at any time. I will talk to you I will communicate with you through your solar plexus. The gut feeling is where the higher self is the intuition you feel when you get a gut feeling. And it is not an emotional feeling. If you hear the voice of your higher self, it won't say, stop at the stop sign. It'll say, stop at the stop sign. There's no emotion to it. It's not hair on fire, that type of thing. But when you tune into it, into the gut and into the voice, however you hear it, just pay attention to it. And then it was saying, because I'm your higher self, I've known you in every lifetime because I am you in every lifetime. And I'm the one who helps you manage the details. So come to me with, what should I have for dinner tonight? Or is it safe to go to the store without a mask? Or just all the little, nothing's too small, nothing's too big. But your higher self will be there for that. And because it seems to be saying, I know you so well through all the hundreds and thousands or however many of lifetimes, I'm not the puppet master, but I'm sort of the front level supervisor for all of that stuff. So I know how everything you do is connected to all these other incarnations, all these other lives. And they're really thrilled about you acknowledging them. Boom. The love is there for you, and the being so thrilled that you asked. And just the reminder that you can reach me through the gut and then through the solar plexus and the gut feeling. And then the heart chakra and the third eye lit up. And the feeling was when you connect those two, even more magic can happen. It's, what did I write down? Third eye, open your, oh, I can't read my writing. Open yourself to your full vision. Embrace your full vision of whatever it is that you're looking at, and connect it with your heart, and it will, you're at the place where you can manifest this. So there was lots of gratitude, lots of thank you, lots of listen to your gut, to your heart, to your, and embrace your vision, and they'll be there to help make it happen. Because
Lots
you
of
can do
love.
that. Yeah.
Wow, good thing we have this recorded. That was beautiful. That was really, really great. You'll have to go back and write all those steps down. That is really very detailed and specific information and steps. And it's so true that our higher self knows us through all of these lifetimes, right? And they know us better than anybody. So don't sweat the small stuff. Just ask for the guidance and trust. That's beautiful.
Mhm.
You know what
Ooh,
just that was a really amazing reading, because think about all three of our readings, how much of it went into different chakras. I've never had that happen before.
yeah, that's
Well,
cool. Thank you so much
false
for the
teeth real
question.
tarot is connected. That's for sure. Good job. Good job. So now we're going to do a little commercial break, y'all. This is Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. And
Yay!
please, if you enjoy this show and you enjoy listening to mediums and psychics on YouTube, please join Allie on Heart and Soul Connected on Thursday evening. It's evening my time. It's 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. Thank you, Allie, for putting the times there for me. And she also has, Joan is also there, Terri frequents there. And if you like this type of show, please go over to Allie Heart and Soul Connected and her YouTube channel. I'm sure that, I don't know if the moderators can pop in the link for everybody and join over there as well. We are all one huge community. That's
Yes.
lovely. Thank you, Allie, for the commercial break. Okay. Wow. That was beautiful, Joan. Really nice. I love the way that you develop and that you get the hint and then you carry it all the way through. It's really very beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's yeah, it just lands right on there. I kind of, yeah, you're very graceful. It's like floating in and then the message lands. I'm
That's
like,
to me, it's just like I'm talking and talking and talking, but I'm glad it makes sense to someone. It feels good though.
absolutely.
It feels
Yeah.
good.
I could feel it. I could definitely feel it. So are you guys ready for one more?
Yep, one more.
All right. All right. So we haven't had a question from Terri Ortega in a while. Hi, Terri. How are you? Nice to see you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your question. And I have to say, we have had almost spirit guides or something similar all night long. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what I'd like to do is, if you're watching in the chat, if you would make a comment below after the show and let me know if you want to do a full show of just spirit guides, a full show of ETs, a full show of mediumship. It just seems to be falling that way, though, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or Ascended Masters, a full show of Ascended Masters.
We're going to be practicing on
Yeah,
air. Yeah,
definitely.
we could definitely do that. We can definitely do a full show of Ascended Masters too. That's a great idea. It's just a little intimidating because I have to read that book, but I'll get over it. You guys don't mind if I have to read that book. It's a
Well,
lot of fun.
I like it when you read the book, because it, like Epona, I've heard of Epona, but I didn't know a lot about her. So that was interesting.
yeah, we'll all be learning together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
Terri.
that sounds great. Yeah, let us know. And if you're watching after the live show, please let us know there as well. But this is our last question. We're a little over an hour, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming in, for stopping by, and for lurking, and for watching after the live broadcast. I really appreciate. Oh my gosh, there's so many I can't even get to the bottom. Okay, so this is our last question. Terri Ortega, messages from my guides, please. Thank you, Terri.
Wow. So your guides are reminding me of actually a reading I did for you. And they're saying, but they're addressing you by strong woman. Strong woman. Remember, life is also a buffet. Remember, there's much abundance for you. Please don't feel guilty about enjoying the abundance. Let us guide you. Let us help you develop your gifts and take advantage of the abundance of us around you, the abundance of your many, many lifetimes. You have many, many gifts, and we want to help you develop those and just be at the buffet, and choose and pick.
I saw just one simple but powerful image. I saw you as a small figure at the base of like some cliffs, some big cliffs or bluffs or something. They're made of a dark red stone and are not smooth. There's lots of different shards to them or whatever. And at the base, it sort of tilts down like this, and you walked up just on the first little bit of the outcropping of this cliff at the base, and all of a sudden, it wasn't a cliff; it was the arm of your guides, and
Mm.
they're lifting you up. So the shoulder is at the top of the cliff, and they're lifting you up, and the message is of gratitude and we're here for you to strengthen and amplify every step you take. So you're going either now or coming into the future, even a few steps in the direction that you want to go to, if you're going toward the light, if you're in alignment, are going to be amplified by the strength as huge. The guides are bringing in a strength as huge as this cliff and as strong as this rock formation, and are doing what seems impossible because this rock is turning into something that moves gracefully and lifts you up. You're this little delicate thing, but it lifts you up with great uh, gracefulness and yet power and security. You are in good hands. Whatever you do now is going to be amplified. You'll be protected. You'll be lifted up. So I remember a period of my life when this happened, where the rest of my life, you put in this much effort and you get this much result. And in this one period of life, I put in this much effort and got that much result. And that was what they were referencing for me. You're coming into one of those times. So keep in alignment, keep doing what you can to stay positive, keep your vibration moving forward. If you get the messages to do this, do that, try your best to do it. And every step you take is going to be amplified and you will be raised up.
That's beautiful. That's really,
Ooh.
really good. I think it's so magical the way they give us these images, and then the message comes through on the image. And it's just so creative. And this is the way your guides speak to you, and our guides speak to us. They're giving you messages in metaphors, they're giving you messages in images, and they're giving you messages in pictures. And then if you're quiet and you wait and you listen, and actually automatic writing helps, because you just talk it out and write it out and write it out, and then by the end of the writing, you'll be like, wow, did I just write that? So they want all of us to open up and do this together. Well, with that said, I'll share what your guides told me. What I saw was a it was like a black candle with dripping wax, but the dripping wax was this beautiful, vibrant purple. This beautiful, like with the black background, the purple just came up so much like a velvet purple. It was so beautiful of a purple wax dripping over this black candle. And what they told me was they want you, if you don't already, if you do, they want you to embrace ceremony. They want you to create an altar. They want you to build energy within your sacred space. They want you to invite them into your everyday life. They want you to have something in your area that will, as soon as you go into this area, your vibration naturally rises. It's your space. I'm not sure if you already have an altar or if you do this, but it was such a beautiful image, and so welcoming and so warm. And the candle was lit, and they're telling me ceremony and altar, and bringing this sacred space close to you. And that was the message. It was really good, really deep, you guys. You girls, you did such a great job. I really love this. I wasn't sure. It was a Monday, it was a rainy day, and I was like, oh my gosh, but this was fantastic. I really enjoyed this so much.
This is
And
great. Thank you.
thank you everybody in the chat, and everybody after who's lurking or who is watching this after we're live. We really appreciate it. Does anybody want to share anything about what they might be working on or what's coming up?
Terri, do you want to go?
Oh, sorry. I am, this Saturday, I'm going to read a room of people. I've never done it before. I have a friend who has helped me, and she's gathered 5 to 6 of her closest friends, and I am going to try to read a room. And I'm going to videotape it on my phone too, to just see how it works. And maybe we'll never see that videotape ever again, but at least I'll get to see what happens. And I felt really strongly led by my guides to do this, and so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm going to keep developing the TikTok and eventually put out that channel so people can, you can search for me and find it, but somebody will actually get the URL for it and bring it. And also I offered 3 free readings, and people emailed me. So people in this chat have got their free readings, and I will be sending them something this week so that they can claim them.
Excellent. Yeah. Beautiful. Well, I think that you'll do a wonderful job. I think that we have so many people here in the chat, but we don't see your faces. And when you're reading a room, you see the faces. And this is just something that we need to develop and get through. And it's a trust. And I'm sure you'll do a magnificent job. I'm just so looking forward to hearing all the wonderful things that you experience while you're doing that. That's so courageous of you. We all need to step out of our comfort zone. And that's a beautiful example of that, Terri. Thank you for sharing that.
I was going to say the same thing, that Terri was the first person to go to like a psychic fair, and you were the first person to be on TikTok, and you were the first person to now that I'm aware of in our little group to read a room. Maybe Gina, it sounds like you've already done it, but I think this is an example to all of us, kind of what I was just saying in that last reading. for every little step you take, here's an opportunity offered. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. And you are the perfect example of that. So I'm going to try and follow your example and try to figure out how to move my booking page over from Calendly to Square. And I think I'm going to take the first week of May off, and then in the second week of May have that launch so that you can book readings. And I think I'm going to start charging for readings, but I'll do it on a sliding scale fee, so it will still be affordable to people of all levels. There might be a couple of free readings left. You can go to my YouTube channel, Wisdom Seeker Joan, and click on the book a reading tab to see if there's a couple left later in April. But after that, I'll be charging. So that's a big step.
Get them while they're hot. Get them while they're hot. I think Terri was the first one to go on Allie's show. And I said, if she can do it, I can do it. You were the first one. You went on with Susan Lynn. And I'm like, that's woo.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I just decided when I learned about this world and about these things, I'm like, okay, if you're serious, you gotta jump into the deep end. So
yep. Fearless.
Well,
that's beautiful, Terri.
Not exactly the truth, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That sounds good. I think it's wonderful. Thank you all.
It is. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Terri. Thank you, Joan. And thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.